YouTube, welcome back to Doki Literature Club. Sorry about the last video, I cut it off. I had to do something. I don't know if I plan to like finish the story. I got so much other stuff to do as far as like all the other games, and I might do this one, maybe not. It depends on how good it is. But I got Genshin, I got Fire Emblem. I don't know if I'd add this game to it. So far, it just seems like a regular wholesome game, so it doesn't even look like anything worth like streaming. But it's some reason it blew up and got popular. I did enjoy the game, but I just didn't think anybody else would enjoy watching it, so I'm a little bit surprised. So I came back to it because, you know, y'all wanted to see more. So last time I remember I did a poem or something because I joined the literature club, and now I'm going to share it with everybody. I'm hoping something else happens, because I didn't even notice that disclaimer at the beginning of when I opened the app that is telling me like it's not suitable for children or something, and I'm like, why? So I'm guessing there's something happening later on. Maybe it will be a horror game. You know, maybe it just builds up. I don't know. Anything from itch.io, it tends to usually be a horror game, and if it is, I'll be pretty pissed off. But I won't be surprised at the same time. Anyway, so here we are. Discuss if you wanted to. This is, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? What did I miss? Even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thanks to you. Thank you. I'll definitely read this. My reading is already shot. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone is settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. They have a closet? I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I will feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Oh, I was about to say the music stopped. Ah! Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. This is awkward. That only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave to me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Okay, I'm getting nervous. What kind of book was it? Just curious, how come you have only 2 copies of the same book? Ah. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... That's... not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. Something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. Very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What is it about anyway? Well? Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes. Oof, they're back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she desperately needs to choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she always ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kinda... dark. Yeah, she made it sound like it was gonna be a nice story, so that the darkness turn came from nowhere, actually. That's... interesting. Ahahaha. Is that foreshadowing? Is there something you need to tell me? Are you a mass murderer? Yuri, gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Mo? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of books, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone else wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made to be the naive one, letting out their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. Actually, I could kind of understand what she's saying. That's really interesting to hear somebody else say that when it's like an anime type of, what do they call it, trope? It's funny hearing an anime character say that as well. A lot of them just be like, you can't do that because that's wrong. And then they'll just be like, you naive fool. Yeah, you know those type of stories, right? I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. That's fine. So I'm sorry if I end up saying anything strange. Please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Yeah. Ah. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it all, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you say you were looking forward to it. Uh-huh. Let me just get the book. Quickly retrieve the book that I put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? Well, look at him. He's smooth. I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. How many times are you gonna say that's? Sorry. Not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Yeah, I'm like that too. I don't really like reading. I like reading by myself. I don't even really like reading, but when I did, I prefer reading by myself. I don't know, it just feels weird. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright, I think it's just cause like, I get distracted. I can't focus. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It feels weird. It's not a bad thing. Maybe just a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I really don't mean to. Sorry. I mean, yeah. Alright, here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until... Oh my god. Look at this. Look at this. He's really smooth with it. And I hold my book between the two of them. Ah. I suppose so. Where are the other girls? What are they doing? Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Oh my god. It's like my left arm is in the way, so I use my right arm instead to open the book. Hold the book open. I read weird, guys. And that makes it difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Hey, a picture. Ah. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides under her thumb after she flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. See, this is what would distract me. I don't know, man. It's not even about reading at this point, man. It's as if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Yeah? Turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Glance over Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah. Oh, yeah, you gotta read at her pace. Oh, that's gonna be a doozy. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? She's talking to me. I'm definitely not, as you can see. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Hold on there. My thumb gently let go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her home thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in lots of ways, but she second guesses all of the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I could see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of you and of your manners. I see. You remain silent for a moment. But Mo, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't really know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. So, is it just us in this classroom? I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Ah. What are you saying all of a sudden? Oh, okay, everyone. Monica with the save. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we'll wait too long. Oh yeah, I wrote a bunch of random stuff. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thoughts. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. Sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book and causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left in the book, then slip it back in my own bag. Oh, you make a mental note? I gotta use those bookmarks because I'll forget. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. But not everyone's ready. Why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I'll do the same myself. Oh, who am I gonna share it with? I got an option? I like this song. This is the type of music they would play while you're in first grade. Hey, if y'all see that Jumpstart first grade gameplay I did, that's what this reminds me of. It's pretty good though. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, Monica. Look, listen, this is my personal thoughts. You know, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica are all cool and all, right? But Sayori, that's the homie, man. That's like my bestie. That's like 2 peas in a pod. I don't know. That's like, I don't know. Like, you got all these girls you just met. I know you want to, like, you know, get to know them and all this. So I can understand. But me personally, I'd probably just share it with my best friend. Monica, Yuri. I know it seemed like the obvious answer is Yuri, but I'm gonna try. Monica might be like, Monica's kind of boring, I'm not gonna lie. So sharing it with her is just gonna probably be like what I expect, pretty straightforward. Sharing it with Yuri, I've already seen the experience because, you know, I just went through that. And then if I share it with Natsuki, I feel like it's just gonna be like a pain. And then I share it with Sayori. I feel like that would be a good idea. Let's do it. Sayori, Yeah, I'm most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Good friend, he says. If he said that to me, I'd be hurt. Good friend. Just chilling. This is a good poem, Mo. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. Not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. Am I really that unreliable? I'm really happy that you wrote one. Just reminds me of how you feel. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. I don't know where I got that from. Not to mention that the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? Like you said before, I said before, deep down you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Oh. Actual poem. I wanted to see my poem. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kiss my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Actually, I like this poem. I like it. The music playing in the background makes me like it more. You hear that little snapping? Is this like symbolism? The way you look through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Oh, I'm so blind. Guys, I was thinking, is she talking about sunlight? And I'm looking at the top, it says, Dear Sunshine. Guys, look. All right, let's go. Next. That was really good. I like it. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. But at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. Here, bro. Still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. Made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. Bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Well, thanks for showing with me. So nice. Happy. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. Next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. I look forward to it. Oh, okay. I gotta show it to them all anyway. Well, I guess I'll go down the list. Alright, Natsuki. Ugh. This is gonna be interesting. Is she staring? Well, it's about what I expected for someone like you. That's a little blunt. Excuse me. And like I said, it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. That's Sprite. That's a new Sprite. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Kinda rude. You could have said it's decent or something. Jeez. Not that you'll like it. You're right. What is this? This is really short. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People could try. But that's about it. Oh, hold on. Oh, the music changed. Sound like I'm playing this in the jungle. I don't care. This is pretty pretty, just like her. It's really blunt. What do you mean people can try? Yeah, yes, they can fly. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, and horses can, they race. Okay, well, very, I'd give it a A for effort. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. But people don't even take my writing seriously. I mean, hey, you know, art is subjective, it doesn't have to be long. And, a lot of people have this misconception that long, big, bold, sophisticated sounding words make a poem like more emotional or better. It's really like a deceiving thing. You can have more emotion for a short poem if you put your heart into it. It really just depends. I'm not really big on literature like poems and all that, but I've seen like really short poems that, I'm like, that's it? And I'm like, what the heck? Doesn't seem that meaningful at all. And it takes a certain bit of understanding to really to get it, to truly understand it. And when you do that, then you see the beauty in that. Then you realize it doesn't have to be sophisticated. But either way, I think I'm just being nice, honestly, in this case. Isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, I also like poems too, because at least in this case, because it really does say a lot about their character. She does like, I could just imagine that it was like this anyway, to be honest. I don't know why, but I just imagine if she had a poem, it would be like this. So it's really cool to see that, my predictions were true. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. Oh yeah, I forgot to share my thoughts on what the meaning of the poem is. I gotta see it again. My bad, guys. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. Guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. But I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. Started to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take anything away from her. Next. Yuri, let's go. Oh yeah, what do I think our type of poem is gonna be? It's probably gonna be like the best worded out of all of them. Maybe Monica might have something more. Monica could just be like a flip of the coin. I feel like hers is gonna be straightforward. Yuri's might be like really dark or elegant. I could be wrong, but I don't know. It'll be like, I predict her poem is gonna be like really mysterious, vague in a sense. Let's see, as Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Huh? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, then ends up covering her whole face. You're going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? I don't know what I got. So that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Bro, what did I write? Can I see it myself? Imagine me, I wrote it, and I can't even see what it said. And I don't know what it said. That's how you know you just scribbled a bunch of random stuff on there. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick out a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. End result, that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Yuri finds her, you know, that's what I'm saying. She's gonna have something crazy. That's kind of what I'm saying, or was saying. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stamina is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you could be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into even writing a simple poem. Not just finding and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning from example, trying new things. Practice makes perfect. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. They didn't. You're the only one. Natsuki could be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. You mind if I read your poem? Please do. Yes, I want to see it. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Oh, she smiles dreamingly as if it's a rare opportunity for her. See, look, she's willing. Isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh my god, cursive. My weakness. Oh. You know, there is one thing I have also noticed too. When they show me their poems, right? When I see it, the music changes. But the style that it changes is, it kind of matches the character itself. Like, I wasn't paying attention really to Sayori's, but Natsuki's was kind of like, I said it sounded like she was playing it in a jungle. So it has like really simple, hard, like I'm not a music major, okay, but like simple notes being played. This one sounds really elegant, like the notes are being like carried along the wind. They're being slurred together. So it sounds more elegant and like something you would play in like a concert, like orchestrated. And you're looking at this, it's also really like, you know, it's cursive and her personality is really elegant in general. So I kind of like that. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Amber? Hold on. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street lights have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-eyed hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Is that an S? Calms? Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Kind of what I expected. I said it was gonna be like really, either like really elegant or just kind of vague. This is good. I like it. Like I'm actually in this classroom. It's so weird, man. This is just a wholesome little game about a literature club, and here I am getting into this. Like it's actually pretty good. I can't even lie. I'm sorry. I have terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Because I'm a slow reader. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't read cursive like that. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. Wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's your first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into Ghost Yuri? Who? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all. See? It's about something else. I suppose you did only glance over it. But remember, the poets often express at their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in their last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too. Yeah, what about me? Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. Think so? Yeah, of course. Ah. What, she didn't like it? Everybody else said something about it. Like, why do I have to give so much feedback? And then they just be like, it's pretty decent for me. No, shower me with praise, guys, please. I was really nervous about this whole thing, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Mo. Ah, me too. And last is Monica. Hi, Mo. Having a good time so far? Yep. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things that we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. That's me, all the way. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Hahaha. Don't worry, Mo. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. That sort of barrier that we will learn to get past soon. So what do I think Monica's story is gonna be like? I think it's gonna be really cheery and happy. Maybe brief and blunt, but I also feel like there's gonna be like, it's not gonna be like as crazy complicated or elegant as Yuri's. I think it's just gonna be like pretty positive and happy, and either that is just gonna be like, I don't know, the opposite of what I expect from her. Just one of those. There's no in between for me. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Are you calling me dumb? Alright, I guess I underestimated you. Whatever. Easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Bro, this dude is literally me. That's what I'm saying. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? She didn't really like it that much to me when I showed it to her. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. I don't know. I think hers is pretty simple. Not simple, but like it had a good combination of stuff. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. I guess he makes sense. Very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. Sorry, I've never tried to pronounce that word before. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. Never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn to try new things. Can I read your poem now? I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. Not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. This feels so awkward. Anyway, yeah, can I read your poem? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. See. Well, let's read it. Oh my god, this is a long one. Hole in wall. Okay, let me go all the way down. Okay. Ooh, the piano. Wait, has it always been a piano? I wasn't even paying attention. This music sounds a bit more, what's the word? I guess mellow, but kind of more like a harmonizing style. I don't know. I'm not a music major. I'm not good when it comes to describing music, but it definitely sounds a lot different. Less orchestra and sounds more like something I would play on my own, like a solo. Okay, but it couldn't have been me. See, the direction of the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright, it was too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. This is very story-based. I like it. I like it because it's very story-based. Follows like a type of sequence. The other ones didn't really do that. That's interesting. But yeah, I was kind of right. It's not as complicated as Yuri's, but it's not as simple as like the rest of them. Also, I'm kind of stalling a little bit because I like the song. You know what this sounds like? This song sounds like something you would play at the end of a song. Like after you finish the whole melody, you would fade out with this intro, with this outro. Like all the instruments would stop, and then you would just have this like the synth would stop, the drums would stop, the bass would stop, and then you just have this, and then it just stops afterward. Like this is a good sounding outro, basically. See, look, it's going back to this. Very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a certain point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. That's actually a pretty good tip. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. I guess so. That is what, yeah, I do remember when you write a story, they always tell you like after you finish to revise it or proofread it. That's why they have first drafts, final drafts, yeah, all that. Anyway, another way to think about it is this. Keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a large puddle of ink. Move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice. Pretty good advice, actually. Thanks for listening. Now what? I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. It's a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingerly exchanging pieces of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyes furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? You say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Is she mad that she can't write as good as her? I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? You completely missed the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. Just meant language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Mo did too. Based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestion of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Ooh, we're about to fight and get your popcorn, guys. Which I haven't yet. So she's kindly telling you kindly to piss off. She doesn't need anything from somebody like you. Can't even write a poem. Yeah. And Mo liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Uh-oh. Oh god, the music stopped. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? Oh, the music changed. That's not what I... Ooh. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Mo appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are they fighting over me now? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh, oh. Ooh. Is everyone okay? I keep thinking that's Monica. Because they got this, their hair color is pretty similar. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? They're about to fight. What? The heck? What just happened? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Mo started showing up. Huh? Natsuki. That's a little... It doesn't involve you. Oh, they both said it. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. Mo! She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't happen in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? Meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her. Please don't make me choose. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex meanings and feel. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. The reason why I'm messing up so much and I'm constantly stuttering over this is because the words convoy, complex, and meaning the most is kind of like too many M's, too many C's. Okay, avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Mo? Well, oh my god, please don't make me pick. How do I get dragged into this situation in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So what's it gonna be? Help me, Sayori. Yes. Sayori, please help me out, bro. Help me, Sayori. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri's expression itself is so defensive that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Eh? Yeah. Everyone fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Mo. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. You would never. It's your own immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. That didn't help. Oh, dang it! Excuse me? Uh-oh. Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop! Thank you. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. Oh, look, now she's about to cry. Look what you did. Look what you did. My friends are wonderful people. Oh, music. I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they make beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always are. Big and beautiful. Hey, you know what, man? Okay. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. Nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. President, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Nah. Not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, right? You could say that. Might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Don't call her an airhead. She could be one today. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see herself get herself hurt. That makes two of us. Please do not say those type of things. Usually when somebody says that, they end up getting hurt later on. Please do not say that. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. But I say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. How about you, Mo? Yeah, I'd say the same. It's a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn more about the kinds of poem everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a little better job impressing them, those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Mo! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's. Sayori beams at me. Truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori the goat. About what happened earlier. Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. That kind of thing happen often? No. That's the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, not at all. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. No, Mo. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. Club? I think about 50 cents. It's good to see. I think seeing you get along with everyone is what's making me happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, I'll see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Okay, so here I go again. Alright, interesting. I'll do this and I guess I'll end the gameplay. So is this just like I know this is day 2 and all, but where would the story exactly go with it? Alright, finished them. I guess I can end the gameplay. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. How far should I keep going? I might just randomly stop it. I'll see. You know what? I'll keep going just a little bit longer. See, I want to see what happens today at least. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, and usual scene greets me. Hi, Mo. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy me a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse, fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns upside down and lets its contents spill on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming here. So either you're not hungry and you wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. There's one more thing. You're always hungry. So that only leaves one option. Wah! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. Feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? Didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in the book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Mo let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved with something like that. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after putting up with mischievous stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Dang. Poor Sayori. You should lend her some money after what she did, after she saved your butt yesterday. I feel like that's fair to her. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. Ooh. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It really doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you can think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it wasn't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Ow, whoa, what happened? Kya! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and she tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was... A cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. I was about to say, who smacked my homie? Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Okay, anyway, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcake. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Please just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Oh, good. Suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why did you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Nom nom nom. Sayori leans in and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful. Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Yeah, where is she? Where is she anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She probably is more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Alright, I'm gonna see what happens with her and then I'll probably end the game. Like, my voice is getting tired. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. She has a boyfriend? Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You could play something for us. That's... Monica looks at me. What? Maybe once I get a little better I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Mo. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share it once I'm ready. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. Chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escape day. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has settled down. Sayori has already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back in the book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be about it today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by something like this? By myself like this? I guess I could read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I'll probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. You just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative mind. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. It's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know. And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That's why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it'd be like to see the world through her eyes. Ooh, what the? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Oops, sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? Staying up late again, aren't you? As you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. What I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. Still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Maybe that's your job. Maybe you need to look out for her. That's why y'all two are good friends. Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me some benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glanced around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair sticking out all over here. I run my fingertips through the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. You really need a brush for this. My hair is really hard to get it right. I won't fall for that. More than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. There's toothpaste stain on your collar. Oh my god, bro. I wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would even notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. Actually, that's a good thing to have. A lot of friends wouldn't tell you that stuff. Like if you got stuff in your teeth and you're about to go out, and they just be like, okay, cool, I'll see you. Our true friend would be like, hey bro, you got something in your teeth. You might want to get that out. Be like, oh, thanks, man. Even if it is embarrassing. You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Ouch, dang. That's actually mean though. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. The heck is this angle? Why did they show me a picture of this? Is this like fan service? I do like the detail of the art though. This is so funny. What is? Well, does it look like she's not even wearing shoes? It looks like she got on socks. I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does all these kinds of things. Eh? Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it. Stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Feeling awkward even to me right now. Hey, be careful. Button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest, of course. Does this even fit you properly? When I bought it, you have a button that you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Fan service moment right here. Anyway, you look much better now, so why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer button up like that? So stuffy. Ew, it's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. Do all that for what? You might as well just get a new blazer then. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. If I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. You take better care of me than anyone else would anyway. That's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Anyway, just focus on getting up earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. The deal. Guess we're better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. I was joking that time. It's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Alright, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems now? Yay. No, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. Alright, well, I will save this poem reading for next time because I'm going to end the gameplay. It's getting a little too long. So, you know, I didn't plan to make this really a series, but I've already started. I don't think this game will take that long anyway. So I'll go ahead and just finish it since I started it up. And it is kind of popular and blowing up. So if this blows up too, then I'll for sure play some more. So, you know, please like, comment, and subscribe again. Thank you all for watching.